the Astros are getting closer and closer to going to West Palm Beach for spring training. At least pitchers and catchers reporting. Let's continue the countdown. We're really, really close.
It's always Astros time in Houston. Are you ready to play?
A lot of people were wondering what it was going to be like if the Astros didn't win the division. I guess we'll never know.
We're counting you down to the Astros pitchers and catchers reporting to spring training in West Palm Beach.
14 days. That's 2 weeks. Now, we've been going to this list put together by Brian McTaggart when it comes to who's the best at every single number for the Astros. This one is a tricky one because there's Alan Ashby, there's Bob Aspromonte, there's Roger Metzger, there's Morgan Ensberg, and technically there is also AJ Hinch, who wore number 14. Pour one out, but he doesn't count because he is a manager. The choice made by McTaggart on this list is Alan Ashby, who from 1979 to 1989 caught the second most games in club history behind Brad Ausmus, including 3 no-hitters. They cut him in 89 to make room for Craig Biggio behind the plate. So we're 14 days away, and I saw something over the weekend, and I realized that this was going to happen as a result of the Astros giving that massive contract to Josh Hader. 5 years, $95 million. There was no way that they were also going to be able to keep Hector Neris. Or so I thought. And I thought that because I had seen rumors about how Neris was looking for a contract that was worth around $50 million over 3 years. That's insane. But Hector Neris will be playing elsewhere in 2024. And this sucks to see what it cost to bring him in. Right-handed reliever Hector Neris, reported Jeff Passan early Saturday, and the Chicago Cubs are in agreement on a 1-year, $9 million contract that includes an option for 2025. I'm wondering if that is a player option. Nope, it's a team option. The $9 million team option converts to a player option at 60 games. Okay, so if he pitches in 60, then he has the ability to re-up. So maybe that was the issue for the Astros. Total max with incentives, $23.25 million. I saw this contract, and the first thing I thought of was, okay, so 3 years and $30 million for Rafael Montero wasn't too much. But a deal that essentially is, in a way, 1 year and $9 million, or 2 years and this, when you're trying to keep everything going the way that it's going, this was too much. Like, this isn't the Josh Hader contract. This isn't 5 years and $95 million. I'll be honest, I know that it's probably not good to have multiple arms in your bullpen that are making $10 million plus, and you already have that with Presley and Montero and with Hader. But at the same time, I don't know, guys. I kind of want as many good bullpen arms as I can have because I know that the Astros bullpen has been its strength of late. And, okay, some of these internal options, one of them will probably be surprisingly good. Like, that is generally how it works on a year-to-year basis with bullpens. But with what Neris did this past year, if it was really only going to take that to keep him around, wouldn't you want to keep him around? How many times did he put out, like, pretty bad fires for you this past season? It was a couple of times. And he also had that hilarious moment where he was calling the Julio Rodriguez, he was calling him homophobic slurs, allegedly. That was just fun for me. People in Seattle got so mad when I said that was my favorite moment of the season. They're like, well, you said that was your favorite moment. Like, yeah, it was. It was hilarious. A bullpen guy struck out Julio Rodriguez and got in his face for, like, no reason after he did it. It was just so over the top and random. I loved it.
Yeah, I think it's tough to match the 1 year, $9 million offer when the role that you're pitching Hector Neris on is you pitch the 6th inning.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's totally
maybe the
fair.
7th if one of the guys is off, or you come in on those super high leverage spots where if you give up one hit, your ERA is going to be 9.
Yeah, and that's not ideal. But I look at this bullpen and okay, it's very top heavy. Like best case scenario with the year that Brian Abreu had, with what you hope Ryan Presley will be, and with Hader aboard, like that's awesome. But as we learned last year, pitching depth does not guarantee pitching health. And last year the Astros had like a season from hell when it came to injuries. And I mean, Sean, we are not medical experts, but we have questions about the Astros training staff based off of just this past year and the communication with which they described players and their very many injuries that they suffered.
I meant that more as on the Hector Neris is probably like, well, why would I want to be the 4th guy in a bullpen? Maybe 5th because of Rafael Montero.
I get
as opposed
that.
to being like the setup man for a team. And then just how baseball works, even if the Cubs aren't contending, he'll probably be one of the best arms available at the trade deadline anyway.
See, that's true, but if you've pitched on this team specifically before and you've been in this clubhouse, do you really want to, press the reset button and go elsewhere to a Cubs team that is supposed to be good?
Yeah,
Didn't we say that last year?
They're in the NL Central, so they'll have a chance to win it. But it is an obvious step down. But I mean, plenty of guys have left the Astros clubhouse.
No, that's true. It's totally true. For me, the specifics of the contract with the player option after 60 games, I can understand how the Astros walked away from it. It's more, man, I thought he was going to get paid a ton, so I had accepted he was walking away. This seems like something you could have stomached for a couple of years if you were truly as all in as you are telling us you are by signing Josh Hader. That's more my issue with it. But to your point, Sean, you're right. What is his actual role? Would he have wanted that?
And also, if he pitches 60 games for the Astros, 40, 50 of them will probably be in the 5th or 6th inning.
That is true, too.
On this Astros team, if everything goes to plan. So it's like, we're signing up for a second year of this for a 6th inning guy. That's where it gets tough, especially with the Rafael Montero. You know what? I think Josh Hader makes up for Rafael Montero contract. Jim Crane, you've come out at neutral on those two.
You know what I want? I want average from Jose Abreu and Rafael Montero next year. That's it.
Abreu was good after
Abreu had a great close
after he finally sat down for being hurt for the entire year.
Yeah.
So maybe it was just hurt.
And it always goes back to the Astros training staff, doesn't it? As Pinche brings up, minor discomfort. Yep,
minor discomfort.
That's all everyone has. Minor discomfort. It keeps Lance McCullers out for 3 years.